Today I will be presenting about malignant aggression and necrophilia. Here are some key topics that I'll be covering throughout my presentation: the origin of the word, traditional concept, the necrophilia's character, some main points that the chapter has covered, and some key concepts as well. So, origins of the term. Necros is the Greek origin meaning corpse, the dead, and the inhabitants of the underworld. Necros does not refer to death, but to the actual dead body. And it refers to anyone who died from unnatural causes such as murder. Next is the Latin origin, which means violent death by murder. The traditional concept, the term necrophilia, has been applied to two kinds of phenomena: sexual necrophilia and non-sexual necrophilia. Sexual necrophilia is a man's desire to have sexual intercourse or any other kind of sexual contact with a female corpse. And non-sexual necrophilia is the desire to handle, be near, and gaze at corpses, particularly the desire to dismember those corpses. This section also talks about how death is not the main goal for necrophilious murderers, but the dismemberment of the body. Fromm mentions that some people actually drew pictures of nude women and would cut the legs and arms off of the picture, and this actually satisfied their craving for dismemberment, but in a safe and harmless way. H. von Henting was a German criminologist who exclusively deals with the topic of necrophilia. He quotes that necrophilia is more common than we all think, and he also lists numerous examples in which outsiders have dug up corpses, abducted them, and used them sexually to satisfy their necrophilia's cravings. One example von Henting shares is a case of a 20-year-old morgue attendant who fell in love when he was 18, and his girlfriend suffered from serious medical conditions, and they only had sexual intercourse once because of those medical conditions, and she wound up passing away, unfortunately. But when he wants to satisfy himself, he'll fantasize about him having sex with his dead girlfriend. The necrophilia's character. Necrophilia is a characterological sense. Necrophilia in the characterological sense can be described as the following: the passionate attraction to all that is dead, decayed, putrid, and sickly; the passion to transform that which is alive into something unalive; the passion to tear apart living structures, to destroy for the sake of destruction; and the exclusive interest in all that is purely mechanical. Some examples of necrophilia are acts of dismemberment of a corpse, the craving to touch or smell the odor of corpses or anything putrid, attraction to corpses, graves, and objects connected with the grave, such as flowers or pictures. Some main points that the chapter has covered. Necrophilia can be found in individuals who have become sexually excited by the sight of corpses and sometimes perform sexual acts in front of them or to them. The main goal of necrophilious murderers is the dismemberment of the corpse, not the actual murder itself. Necrophilia's characters often have dreams about dismembered bodies and other putrid images. There are other less drastic forms of necrophilia as well. This involves an individual craving to be near corpses, cemeteries, or any object in decay. Some key concepts that the chapter covered is necrophilia, love of the dead. Necrophilius is, which means to denote a character trait rather than a perverse act in the traditional sense. And via la muerte, long live death. And this saying was often used by the General Emilian Estrella in the Spanish Civil War. And here's my works cited.